welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kristen. Today, fall compilation video is here. I'm in a tank top, I'm in a jean vest that I've had for 7 years, and I'm ready to show you guys a fall compilation video of 21 DIYs. Yes, I could only find 21. I didn't realize that I am not a huge fall DIYer. I love fall, I love DIYing, I love buying stuff for fall. I just could only find 21 really good ones in the past 3 years. So yeah, here we go. Tank top, fall DIYs, let's go. First DIY, I'm just using a canvas and I'm going to paint right over the top of it with the Waverly chalk paint in white. And once that is finished and painted white, I am just going to go in with a black Sharpie marker and a ruler and make shiplap all along the sides of this canvas, not even the sides, the front of this canvas. And then I'm just going to be using this mason jar sign that says Hello Fall from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just taking some hot glue and gluing this right to the canvas. Once that was down, I just took some flowers and decided to make something cute on the top because it was still plain, and I am not the best at making bows, so I don't even try, although I have found some very awesome YouTube videos that show some really simple and easy bows. I just don't do it. I just kind of like to use flowers, and this is what it looks like when it is all done. Just a couple dollars, couple flowers, cut them with some wire cutters, and that is it for this one. Second DIY is a farm fresh wreath is what I call it because I'm going to be using some burlap, flowers, and then this farm fresh sign from Dollar Tree last year. I love this one. These are some little pumpkins from Hobby Lobby as well. I think I picked them up a couple years back. Like I said, this is a compilation video, so this is like some stuff from last year and the year before. So what I like to do with my wreaths is just wrap them with burlap so I have a nice base to glue on. So that is what I'm doing right now. And then I'm just going to be using some Dollar Tree florals, taking my tin snips and cutting them. I call them wire cutters. You can call them what you want. I know they're tin snips, but I like to call them wire cutters because that's what I use them for, is to cut florals with. I'm also using some boxwood greenery from Walmart as well, and then I just take the boxwood greenery and put it all around the wreath. I just use hot glue, and then once that is down, I start adding the flowers and just filling everything in. So there's no rhyme or reason for the wreaths I make. I just love the way these turn out. And then once that was done, I just ended up adding those little pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. This is what the wreath looks like. It is super nice and full. I added some pumpkins along with some pine cones. I grabbed some wire and put this sign right in the center. So I made this one last year. It is probably my favorite wreath I've made. I plan on making a few of these this year as well. So I'm hoping the signs come in very soon for the Dollar Tree, from the Dollar Tree, for the Dollar Tree. I want some new signs from Dollar Tree for fall this year. But this is what it looks like. I had so many people last year say that I probably shouldn't even use the sign in just the flowers, but I just absolutely love this one. This next one is one of my favorites as well. It's just an acorn wreath. I'm using a foam wreath form from Dollar Tree, some burlap. I get my burlap at Burlap Fabric. They come when you get 100 yards for I think $13. Really great price, although shipping is kind of pricey, but I still really like their burlap. And I'm just using acorns from Dollar Tree. I think I end up using about 6 or 7 bags of these to cover an entire wreath form. And like I said, I always take burlap and wrap it around any kind of wreath form just for a solid base. And if there is a little bit of burlap showing through, it looks nice so it doesn't look all messy. Then I just started adding the acorns to the wreath form. No rhyme or reason, in no specific way. I just wanted to make sure that it covered the entire wreath. And then once the acorns are done, I just added a bow from Dollar Tree. Next one was super easy to do. I just used a clearance sign from Walmart and I just peeled this lemon piece right off the center and used a free printable off of Pinterest, cut it down to size and Mod Podged it onto the center. This next one is a deer antler wreath. So my husband is a hunter. I know some people do not like that. I don't really either, but you know, it's what he likes to do. It's his hobby. I'm sure he doesn't like me crafting with Dollar Tree items either. So it totally is what it is. I pick up these picks. I got those picks from Walmart. Walmart has some really cute picks for 97 cents. At least they did the last few years. So if you cannot find any at Dollar Tree, I would definitely look there. Taking some zip ties to zip tie the antlers down. This was such like a rustic, fun fall wreath. I absolutely loved this one. And then like so much wind and the antlers were too big. Ended up kind of falling off of our front door. Couldn't think of what front door was called. That big sunflower came from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and I just put that right in the center, and then I ended up adding picks and greenery and floral and pine cones all along the sides of this, and that is all I did with this wreath, and it was just one of our favorites. This next one is a pumpkin wall decor piece. You need a foam pumpkin, some garland, a wreath from Dollar Tree, and some spray paint and paint. This is called sand. I don't even know what it is. It's from a local hardware store, and I haven't used a spray paint like that in 100 years. So I spray painted it and used some Waverly chalk paint in white and just dry brush all along the sides. I kind of did overdoing dry brush, but I still like the way it turned out. So I cut the foam pumpkin in half. This is so easy. You can use probably any sort of knife. I bet you could even use a butter knife if you choose. They're hollow, surprise. Using this ivory chalk paint and celery chalk paint, I painted the pumpkin. I ended up changing this and blending it all together because I tried to make the edges or the little cracks a different color, and it does not look good at all. So I ended up redoing it, kind of painting everything the celery color. No biggie, it turned out great. And then I put the garland around here. This changed a lot because I ended up painting the leaves of the garland, making some cute, easy bows. And I don't know if I said this, but if I did or didn't, all the original videos will be in the description box below. So if you guys want to check out like a more in-depth tutorial, they will be there for you. So here we are, changing my mind, mixing the colors of paints together, and no biggie. We got that going. It's a little more neutral colors. I don't really love the garlands at the Dollar Tree because they're kind of tacky looking, like the colors and the way they look, and they're kind of, I don't know, I don't even really understand why I bought them, but they kind of look a little tacky. So here I am fixing the pumpkin because I did not like the way that looked, but this is super cute and I love the way it turned out in the end. So I'm pretty sure I already hot glued the garland piece, so that is why that is already hanging around there. And then I just put the leaves back with some hot glue, glued the wreath to the canvas. That is it. Added a cute little burlap bow. Voila. I think that is actually a little stick I had. So if you guys have sticks laying around your yard, you can use them for pumpkin stems. That is it for this one. this one we're going to just fly through real quick because it is a stick vase. A $1 vase from the Dollar Tree and some sticks from your backyard. Cut them down to whatever size that you want. You can always use some tin snips afterwards to cut them. And that's it for this. I used hot glue. If you want them to adhere a little bit better, use some E6000, super glue, whatever you prefer to use. And then I just added some lights, some little fairy lights, and some florals or pine cone wheat pieces from the Dollar Tree. And that was it for this one. Super cheap and pretty much free. These are still one of my favorites. You use these little canvases from Dollar Tree. You use mason jars, twine, fairy lights, and some floral from Dollar Tree. Super cheap and inexpensive. And this, like I said, this has to be one of my favorite ones I've ever done. Bear with me with the quality of the video because this was when, I think it was 2 years ago. It was pretty close when I first started using the Waverly Chalk Paint and Cashew. I went over this twice, pretty sure twice, just because the blue was showing through. This foam brushes were like one of my favorite things to use for the longest time. So, I mean, it doesn't take much to, you know, and be able to craft. Really inexpensive for this one. Then I just took the Waverly Wax and Antique and kind of dry brushed it or dry paper toweled it, possibly. I think that's what I did here. You know what? This isn't a terrible technique. I'm kind of feeling it. I might bring it back and use it again. Does anybody else do this? Or they use paint brushes? Because I wasn't really sure what I was doing at this time. So I used a paper towel, and I really don't think that this is bad. I have not watched this video in a really long time, so yeah, I guess what I'm watching is kind of new to me as well. And then I went ahead with my good old E6000 and hot glue and glued these bad boys to the canvas. I don't know why I can't say my words today. But, oh, I guess maybe I didn't even use hot glue. I know I used hot glue for sure. And then I'm just putting some twine around the tops. And then I'll be adding some fairy lights into this. So when I did this, some people were like, you should have really glued the battery pack to the back side or drilled a hole, done it that way. I never did it. I left it as is because these are so cute anyways. And you can hide the battery packs with the florals. No big deal. But seriously, you guys, how stinking cute are these? These were probably about 10 bucks to make or so. I'm just kind of guessing a little bit, but how cute. You know that these are probably more expensive, so 5 bucks a piece for these, you can't beat that. Next one is overly easy, a little chalkboard cutting board. You need some chalkboard spray paint. You could even use the paint that you use with a paintbrush, and one of these cutting boards from the Dollar Tree, burlap, twine, whatever you choose. I'm just taping off the side so I can spray paint and have a nice little chalkboard right in the center. Making a bow. I was into making bows for a while. They weren't the best looking things, but I actually did it. Now I just refuse to and just buy my bows homemade, or not home. Oh my god, they're not even homemade. Store made. That's what we're gonna call them. Just snipping it to make it look cute. And I think I got some shade for this bow in my other video about how I should have crinkled it together on the top more. You know, it was a learning, everything's a learning curve, and I can't stand when people want to be mean about how somebody makes something else, because I would never say anything mean or critique in a really awful, mean way if I didn't like the way somebody made a bow or something like that. That's just crazy. This next one is a coaster fall hanger. This is actually one of my favorites. I think I should pick up some more of these, make something else. How fun. You need coasters from the Dollar Tree, some ribbon. It's a day. It's obviously already a day. It's morning. It's a day. I've been working on this video for like 2 weeks. It's crazy. Making another bow. The chevron ribbon is gorgeous. So I cut a long piece of burlap, glued these coasters on because I'm going to be writing out fall. Use the chalkboard spray paint once again. And then like I said, I wrote out fall. Pretty sure I used chalk with stencils. We'll see in like 2 seconds what I did, but I'm almost positive that is what I did. This is just a super cute, easy thing. If you wanted it to be nicer, you could definitely use a chalk pen of some sort just to make it look a little bit nicer. But sometimes the edgier, like, distressed look just looks a little bit more fun. And then you can always erase these and put something else on there. Home, something similar to that. Home, oh my gosh, seriously. I'm getting some of these coasters tomorrow. And that's it for this one. Like I said, this one's really cool, really fun. It kind of decorates your wall just a little bit for fall. Use a command hook, who knows. This one's just a simple mason jar. One mason jar, some twine, not twine, rope, and potpourri, and just some flowers. Super easy, and you're just going to take the rope and wrap it around the mason jar, but only the top of the mason jar. You're not going to do the whole one, just the top. Then you can also do like little handles too. How cute would that be? I remember Dollar Tree was making mason jars with little handles. They only did it for like a second, and I don't think very many people got it, but they were really cute. There's some potpourri at the bottom, some flowers. That's it. Simple, simple and easy DIY. Number 12 is this pumpkin bread sign. I did this last fall using a sign from Dollar Tree and some of these cute little signs as well. Just taking the twine off the back, and I'm going to, am I going to turn it around? Am I going to paint it? I honestly, it's funny because like I said, this is almost the first time I'm watching it, so you're kind of getting like a reaction video out of this as well as some fun, simple DIYs that I did. Free printable will be in the original description box of that original video. So I don't know if it's still there or not, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it on Pinterest. So I broke these little bad boys up because I wanted to use the sides. These tore off fairly easy. If you have like a rotary blade or X-Acto knife or a box cutter, I bet it would work way better than what I did. But you know, this is just what I did because this is how I craft. This is how I DIY. If I'm sitting, I'm already sitting on the floor, and if it's in front of me, see, I went back in with my rotary blade. It's necessary. Just do it the first time. Don't be like me. Don't have to get up from what you're doing and do this. Took the rotary blade. I know people are like, don't put it towards your leg, but I have yet to cut myself, and I don't know. I can't use the rotary blade the opposite way. It just does not work for me for some reason. So here we go, 4 pieces, and I'm going to be making a border. I bought some of these new ones this year to make borders as well for signs. So I cannot wait to show you guys those videos too, because they're so simple and so easy, and you don't really need a whole lot of anything to make these, and it's all Dollar Tree. Using the Gorilla Glue, because I was being so fancy with this. You use Gorilla Glue, like wood glue like this, it seeps everywhere. Don't use it. Just use hot glue. I don't know why I didn't, because I could have just used hot glue. There are 2 little pieces of cardboard. It would have worked just as well. So you don't need the Gorilla Glue. Don't buy it. Just use your hot glue. Works just as easy. And then I'm putting the border around just to make sure I know exactly where I want the free printable. Mod Podge it, Mod Podge the back, Mod Podge the front, whatever you want to do. I think I just did the back. I feel like every time you use Mod Podge, everything bubbles up. I think I used too much. Maybe just use a glue stick. Yes, use a glue stick for this. And this is all I'm doing. I don't need to talk through this whole entire DIY. I could, but I won't. I'll save you guys my breath. 13 is just a colorful fall wreath. So this is what you're supposed to do when fall is almost over, or your crafting for fall is almost over and you have leftover everything. So a lot of this was leftover stuff. So I thought, you know what, you can make a wreath, super cute. I just took them all, glued them to one of these wreaths. Why can't I think of the word? Anyways, yeah, super simple, super easy. Wreaths are easy to make, even if you don't really know what you're doing. I never really know what I'm doing 100%. But sometimes it turns out for the better. So definitely just give it a go with some extra stuff left over. And I know 100% this was just what I had left. I didn't want anything to go to waste, and I didn't want to keep it around because sometimes when I store stuff, it just gets smushed and flowers just, you know, don't always work. I think I gave this to my grandma because I know for sure I don't have this one anymore. But wreaths are super easy to make. Hot glue, flowers, bows, ribbons. That's it. That was it for this one. So easy. Alright, here we go again. This is a blue fabric cotton mason jar. So the fabric came from Dollar Tree. Mason jar probably came from Target. They're just cheaper if you buy them in a huge like 12 pack. Sometimes you can pay like $6 for them, so they're like 50 cents a piece. And then I'm just taking some of these cotton stems, tossing them right in this jar. Gonna wrap the fabric around. Probably should have cut it, but I didn't. So I thought this was cute either way, whether you cut it or not. I liked it, so I didn't really care. Took some twine, wrapped it around to tie it, and then I had a really cute little gather ornament. I don't think it's an ornament, but I think it might be for beads, but I put it on there anyways. It was from Hobby Lobby after spring when they had those amazing, amazing sales for like 75–80% off. Use that, tied it off. That's it for this one. How cute, how easy. So 15 is a Scarecrow Wreath. So I'm just going to do the same thing that I do with all of my wreaths. If I have a wreath form, I will take a bunch of flowers, greenery, etc., and just glue them on. I love different sizes of flowers. I always take burlap, wrap it around, because like I said in one of my other wreath tutorials or DIYs, whatever you'd like to call it, I like having the burlap on there, so in case there is a piece that is showing through, it's pretty burlap and not ugly wire. There we go. Boxwood greenery from Walmart. I love it. I like to use it on all wreaths, especially for fall, even spring. I never thought of making a spring wreath like this, but I love this. Use a few things of boxwood. You start shoving the flowers in. Don't do all different ones. I would just stick with one flower at a time and then just work your way around. I think I ended up having some extra leftover flowers or florals for this as well, because it was kind of, what is it, the baby's breath? I know it's not baby's breath. Those little golden flowers, I think I had them left over from Christmas the year before, and I'm like, this looks super cute in a fall wreath. I also had a lot of pumpkins and acorns, things like that from Hobby Lobby. I like to pick up after the holidays, super cheap. No, those were actually Walmart. But look how cute those are, little baby pine cones, little baby pumpkins. Stuck those all around the edges. I actually made this one for my grandma. So she actually picked up all this stuff for me, the flowers, everything that I would need, and then she wanted a little scarecrow on her wreath. This was so cute, but I didn't know what to do with the legs, so I cut them right off because I didn't think they were honestly necessary, because as long as his cute little head was there, his hands, and I will not lie, she talks about it all the time. You will hear my grandma every fall, all fall long, I think up until like Christmas she took this down. She told every single person that I cut the legs off the scarecrow. You know, her humor, okay, but I don't know. It was kind of funny until she told you like the 200th 200th time, 300th time. This is what it looks like when it's all done. I love these. They're so full and so pretty. Alright, so number 16 is going to be a fall sign. So if you can find these, pick them up. I definitely recommend it because you can do so many things with this if you don't even want to use fall. You can do farmhouse decor, you can do it for a wedding, Easter, spring, summer. It doesn't matter. These are so, you can just change as much as you want. Using all of these colors, barn red, gold, pumpkin, and brown. I kind of just mixed the brown and the orange together to make a different color. I kind of just mixed all kinds of stuff together to make different colors to cover. I kind of sanded. It didn't always turn out, but I like the distressed look of everything. I like the barn red. I like this yellow. I think I may have mixed the yellow. Like I said, you can check out the other video if you want to check it out to see exactly what I did, because like I said, oh no, I went over it with brown. Okay, all right. Using these wood letters from Dollar Tree as well. I'm just spelling out pumpkins, apples, and what is the other word? I can't see it. What would it be? You guys take a guess at what the sign would be at the bottom, because I'm not really sure right now. Pumpkins, apples, and pies. Pumpkins, apples, and hay rides. That's it, hay rides. I didn't paint the letters because I thought they were really cute, just plain the way they were. Love this. I love these little signs. So cute. Don't leave them outside in the rain because they will just bend and fall apart. So there's my tip for you. Those cute little corns behind it were also from Dollar Tree last year, and I hope they have them back this year. This one is a scrap wood / Dollar Tree as well. I think most of these are Dollar Tree actually. I did a lot of Dollar Tree stuff for fall last year. That little hanger, Dollar Tree, stencils. So this is super easy. I think these are from Walmart recently, last year recently. So not really this year recently, but I bet they still have them because I don't feel like they change up their stuff too much. And I'm just doing pumpkins. So I put the pumpkin on there so I know exactly where to do my stencils. I prefer with cardboard stencils to use a pencil so I don't have to clean the paint off, or because the paint's going to stay on them. You can't really wash cardboard stencils. This is my preference. You do you. You put that paint on the stencil. It doesn't matter. It's probably way faster doing it that way. I just like mine clean. So going in with black acrylic paint, painting the pumpkins. Here we go. Right here using pumpkin orange, territorial color, mix them together. I don't know why I would have done that, but I did, and there's nothing I can do because I'm looking right now and I did that. Stencils, writing 10 cents on the pumpkin because pumpkins are 10 cents. If you could only find a pumpkin for 10 cents. But you know, if you did only sell pumpkins for 10 cents, the farmers would not make their money, and we have to definitely support the farmers because they're what makes our world go round. Maybe not 100%, but I mean they do help in a tremendous way. So thank you farmers for selling your pumpkins for however much need be. Here we go. Distressing, I see. I don't know why I made this pumpkin this color. It looks like puke. You guys, if you're new to my channel, I apologize because whatever comes out of my mouth, I like to just say it loud, say it proud. If you want to look at a way professional YouTuber, I'm sure they're out there. This is just a fun channel. I like doing this for fun. I like crafting, I like talking, and I love cracking jokes. So if you guys ever say, don't be down on your projects, I'm not, you guys. It's just my sense of humor, and if you it's hard to contradict people's sense of humor. So it's hard to know if people are joking or if they're really down about it. I'm never really down about anything when it comes to crafting, because if you mess up, it's fine. Like, it's not even a big deal. And I know some of my stuff isn't the best because sometimes I'll turn around and it'll fall apart. So that's when I can say that it wasn't really my best work. This pumpkin color is, I don't know. I would have much rather done like a teal or some kind of like farmhouse color. I don't know why I didn't. But this is it. Super cute though. Like, it is really cute. I think once the paint dried and everything, the ugly brown pumpkin isn't too bad. So there's my cheap little inexpensive outdoor sign for you. Number 18 is these pumpkin candle holders. These have been around Dollar Tree for 200 years. Using the Waverly chalk paint in white, I'm going to paint them. I feel like I watch haul videos and people are always so surprised to find these. And maybe you haven't had them in your Dollar Tree, which I could totally see that. And it is what it is. But I feel like these have been in my Dollar Tree every year I go. Using Arteza paint, I'm going to go right over the tops of this white paint. Oh no, what am I using? Celery. I changed my mind. I actually think I used one pumpkin of each, so I think that's why they look a little bit different. Pretty sure I actually still have these, and I feel like I did something else to them. Let's just keep watching and find out. No, we're gonna fast forward through this real quick. I didn't fast forward. I decided to cut everything right out because who wants to watch me paint pumpkins for 5 minutes? No one. This is what they look like when they're done. I like the darker one. I don't think I did 2 coats, and I think that's why it looks the way it does. But either way, throw some boxwood in there. How cute. These are wood round pumpkins using Arteza paint, some Waverly paint, apple barrel paint. I'm going to paint wood rounds and make them into pumpkins. We had a tree down, I'm sure, or my husband cuts wood, and he'll cut me whatever I want. So if he's chopping wood, he will cut these into little slivers or little slices for me. You can buy these. I know Arteza sells a lot of these. I like Arteza products, so I can't talk about them enough. But just using these, painting all of these different colors, and then we are just going to go in later and put on the cute little wood stems from the Dollar Tree. This is such an inexpensive thing to do, and these are so stinking cute if you like the rustic farmhouse style, which I love the rustic look to an extent, and then I also really love like the modern farmhouse style. I really like the traditional farmhouse. I love the farm animals. I love it all, and I really like this blue color. I was trying to go for that last year, and it didn't happen. And like I said, these are the wood stems. I used Gorilla Glue because fancy, and some hot glue. Learned my lesson. See how that drips? That's why I just don't use it. Like I said, you can get those in big bag at Dollar Tree. Those are fun. And then I am just using a chalk marker. Don't do that because I end up going back with paint and using a stencil from Dollar Tree, putting fall in the center. So I thought wasn't 100% the center. Here we go, back in with some paint because that chalk marker does not work well on a wood slice. Don't do it, it ruins your chalk marker. Little galvanized wood piece. Oh my gosh, cute little galvanized wood piece. Let's just cut that out. No, let's leave it in. Taking the little galvanized thankful sign and just gluing it right to the center. Wanted to make burlap leaves. So Dollar Tree does sell burlap leaves, but they are huge. They are big, and it is not what I wanted. I probably could have cut them down instead of traced with a Sharpie and cut the burlap leaves out. You know, great. You know, when you rewatch stuff, you kind of get smarter as time goes by. I decided to decorate these leaves, twine. That's it for this one. Number 20, these I love these wooden Dollar Tree pumpkins. Taking off the raffia, sanding these little bad boys down because everything is glitter at the Dollar Tree. Why? I don't know. Maybe some people really do truly like it. But I sanded these down and painted them with Waverly chalk paint in white just for like a primer. I did get kind of smarter throughout my years and decided to just actually use primer because primer is way cheaper than just buying Waverly chalk paint and using it as a primer. Whatever you have on hand, just use it. You don't have to go buy stuff. I have so many people always talk about how they have to go to the store and always have to buy something. I love buying stuff. Don't get me wrong. I go to the dollar store or Target, and I don't go to Target, Walmart, pretty much Dollar Tree, and I always buy stuff. It's not necessary. It's fun, but go through what you have. Use the paint you have. You can always mix paints to make different colors. This is, I'm almost positive this is the celery color from Waverly, or it could be the moss. I'm pretty sure it's celery because it's way lighter. Painted the stem. Why did I paint this stem? Nobody will ever know. Waverly Wax in Antique, taking a tiny little kid brush and just stressing these. These, I won't lie, are some of my favorites I have done for fall. Fall is all over the place for me because I love all the colors of fall. And I mean all of them. I like my reds, I like my oranges, and then I like the whites and the greens and the really neutral colors. Look how cool that looks. I love these. I still love these. Love them. I love them. I'll tell you 50 times. I like them. I also just left some of these just like this because I loved them. We'll say that one more time. And then I just added some ribbon from Dollar Tree to some of the centers just to give it a little bit of extra of something. And here is the last DIY for this compilation, 21 Dollar Tree pumpkin sign. I took the back side because sometimes you just have to play it smart. Work smarter, not harder, as people say. Celery color. I must have not known what the moss color was because I don't think I used moss at all last year. So painting the pumpkin. How easy, how cute, how soothing, how relaxing to paint this pumpkin. Drop it on there. Don't use your paintbrush. Don't stick it in. Just dump paint on your pumpkin. It's easier that way. Alright, some Dollar Tree poster stickers. Use a ruler so you don't mess up here. And I think I did, and I had to fix it, change it. But it's sometimes easier to start with the middle letters so then you can work your way to the outside of the other letters. I love this one. This is actually one of my favorites I did for fall last year. So maybe that's why we saved the best for last. And this one's easy. It's $2 to make, $3 because I used something special right in the center. So I put the leaf and the raffia back on because it's cute. And we don't want to waste that cute little leaf and that cute little raffia. The little arrow came from Dollar Tree as well, so that's why I moved the patch down, because how cute does this look? The leaf and the arrow match. I love this. One of my favorites. You guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Get ready for my 2020 fall DIYs. They will be coming up so soon. Cannot wait to get those started and show you guys what I come up with. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I would love if you hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!